Now for PRX to get on that spike and start the defuse. Back yellow fight is the main point of contention, still being held onto by Leaf, getting closer to block that defuse around the wall, and they're dropping bodies all over the place, only left to Divide, and he's quickly shut down. Valorant's made it through on the flank. The wall, he's just as effective, but for PRX, they don't have that option, and so it's going to be a pretty difficult time trying to do anything in the way of damage. Something's made it up behind, though, and he might be able to drop a few weapons. A few nice shots with Trent down, and another to Jonah P. This is getting quite costly for G2, and something didn't look to be stopped anytime soon, but Valen steps in. Eyes unaware.
That goes too far.
Yeah, might just be out of range right about now, but the problem is there's no one else left to draw their eye. It's only Jonah P. And, well, his chances of stopping this defuse are anyway. Zero.
Like, even though the utility had gone offline, in most rounds, you're going to have to challenge him. You're going to have to fight him. And I believe that was just low shields in this round for Leaf. So something that, again, they're going to have to keep in mind for future. See something almost trying to bait it out, but instead it's going to be Jing caught. Can he try and defend him? No, he can't. Both players eliminated. And now the rest trying to wrap around the site. Jonah P, good position, tries to use the timing, but goes down. But again, those trades are immediate from the G2 side. The fundamentals looking strong, and Valen looking even stronger. 3-1.
The player that was further back breaking the turret. Now Jing taking down Icy. A good start. Spike on the floor, but there's Jonah P's flank coming into fruition. Divide tries to hold the space. Spike down, and they want to keep that control. Jing's coming in to support up top. It's a big swing and one that works out, leaving Jonah P, the flanker, to do it all. Something gets a second lease of life, and with the off, that might be all he needs, but Jonah P really starting to take a bite out of this round. 20 seconds left, though. Spike quite far away, defended by Divide, and an op on the rotation. The spike. But the round ultimately falls into the hands of PRX, 3-2. Wow. Jing was lucky to avoid that in the first place.
Yeah, I think good ultimate from Forsaken. Managing to cause sort of some disruption while Jing goes to a clear plan to give space.
Turret up top. Did it see him? Well, it doesn't matter. Something's got the kill anyways. It was broken from further back, and nice setup for PRX. And then they fill in the space. You know they're not likely to challenge that a second time. The push-up, though, it's going to be a little risky. Something's being surrounded on all sides. Jing's kept control over main, but they've lost the site itself. A nice kill by Mindfreak makes this a little bit more competitive. G2 down and out. Icy's the last man standing. 1v4, 5 HP on Mindfreak. That's probably the only thing we can look to as a...
Okay, they take an aggressive B control. Let's try and quickly split through mid, but it seemed like even though that control had been given up, PRX were very aware, and wow, Mindfreak just playing with absolute confidence. Don't expect anything else.
Well, yeah, at this stage,
it's a pace take. Yeah, Jonah P's the only one that actually has a rifle. They haven't spotted him. He's got way too far, but it's only going to be the one. And now the rest, well, an immediate res to bring another back from the fray.
Now the shorty kill as well. Something farming them up. It's Icy left alone. Again, a 1v5 this time, and not one he'll find. But a little mistake from PRX. Probably good they got it out of the way in this round.
Just with the corner, you might be able to hold on to this ultimate, and I feel like G2 are going to try and do that.
They are, but you could see the pings from PRX. They want to compete for that back angle. Haven't had any success. Jing, something, Forsaken, all falling. Icy's having a round, and now with the pit still standing, there's no chance. Surely, PRX likely to head for the hills. Maybe looking to stick around and make this a bit more costly, and eventually delete their enemy of Icy. Pick up the operator and look to save it. Being challenged on the way, though, there's no free escape with Divide falling.
Miss, but not Leaf. And now the retake's looking tough.
It absolutely is. The numbers against them, and there it is. Thrash was online, activated now. Valen tucked down below, manages to catch Divide something off guard. And there's no need for any further aggression from this G2 side. Forsaken's out of here to try to save, but they've already got him boxed in. Like you said, Tom, Leaf right up behind him. Whoop, the timing, he might actually have seen the barrel there. Yeah, now he's got a good idea, but well, okay. That's one way to do it. The lead back in Jing tagged low. At least get himself a little bit of a heal and drop Leaf. Okay,
this is not... I don't think the heal played any part in that.
No, not at all. It got him back to 76 in the end, but they're set up in a decent position.
Yeah, both Hunter's Fury's online now as well. Forsaken got it from getting that extra kill. If he can be disruptive here, that would be nice. The spot comes in from something. Dizzy not going to play a part, and now there goes that Hunter's Fury from the flank. It's not really going to do too much, but the time is an issue. 15 seconds now for the side of G2 to try and make their way in towards the site. Up above, it seemed like Jing may not have been paying attention, didn't hear the sounds, and even though it comes super late in the round, they're going to get that plant.
This is not a comfortable anti-eco, but they've managed to make it work. 3 versus 1. Forsaken, known to be behind. He threw out a dart a moment ago, had his Hunter's Fury. Nice shot to start it, but...
Scar wheel.
He's heard the steps, but he knows that turret's still online. That's going to be a problem. Has to break it and give it away, but in comes the Hunter's Fury, taking down Forsaken. Divide falls too. They eventually deal with the flank they knew was coming, but there's still so many more to drop. There's Jing onto Icy. A chance now. Life breathed back into the side of PRX, but look, right down below, a sneaky spot from Leaf that gets his 3rd of the round. That may well be the final nail in the coffin of this. With Jing left alive, time ticking away, and he just has to save that weapon. Run for the hills. Has been for PRX in all of these retakes. This one feels that little bit more stacked against them. Shock Dart the one to find the kill, and Device looking the wrong way into heavy traffic. 8-4.
A lot of the time on the side of G2, but now it's going to be utilized for the retake. One man still hidden in the corner, and he strikes. Mind Freak with a couple. Jing steps up with another, and in fact, he gets 2 himself. But it's left onto Trent. You wouldn't want anyone else in a clutch, and although he's low, he's almost taken him down. The shock dart may even kill off Jing, but it doesn't matter.
Needed win, an injection of rounds early on, at least if they can manage to convert in the follow-up that they needed to close the gap after that first half. 5 rounds in a row before this for G2. Finally, we see a stall out. The turret is watching the back, but they're committing 5 players after making all this noise. The stack up is there from G2, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're being shredded on the site. With 1 man behind that wall, soon to fall, it's Icy down and Leaf to do it all. Let's see if he can find a 1v5 with a classic. No, what a surprise.
Turret, is he going to get past it? He is! He's past the turret! And now just going in behind them! Only the 1 so far, but they have to deal with this man! The whole round has been about dealing with something!
They haven't even seen anyone else. Getting towards the spike, sure, but the guy's still behind them, spraying away. Now the fight up in front. Okay, something falls, so too does Divide, but Spike not even half just yet. The sprays are good. Mind Freak gets another and a triple to close it out! All eyes were on something, but it's Mind Freak that pulls off the...
Yeah, again, one of those rounds that you're going to look back on and go, well, they didn't forget about him, but it was like you forgot who he was, like what he was going to be doing. There was so many moments in that round where you just think, even though something, he doesn't get like the triple kill, he doesn't get the multi-frag, there was so little time left that it almost just became panic station for the rest of the team.
Heaven, grabbing himself a weapon, and now a serious danger down below. He's got something. The res is right above. It's free for Leaf. 4 already. A phenomenal round, and he's looking for more. Mind Freak has to do it again. Free weapon down below. The fact that the res goes in up top, just as something dies, they panic to try and cover Device so he doesn't die a second time, and that ends up giving a flurry of frags over to Leaf. Now,
then you got past him, but the flash checks him anyway.
Reckoning going to clear a lot of space here as well. Give away that information. They know exactly where something is. He's stunned up, gunned up. Leaf able for 1. Keeping it competitive. G2, 3 versus 2. Having to fight through the pit, though, could be the advantage they need. In goes the Thrash, and Mind Freak can't quite dodge it. They know exactly where he is. The pressure is on Jing. He has to cover this man to keep the pit online, to keep the chances there for PRX, and he'll get nothing. Caught, still blinded up. Hunter's Fury goes through, though. Forsaken, able to trade out onto Icy. That gets the push out of Divide. Back and forth, the kills go, but it's still G2 with the advantage. If they catch Mind Freak for free, it could be something, but he's fragging out, lighting Leaf down. The defuse already halfway. He's sticking it all the way, and Forsaken had to fight. Fallon, on a sliver of health, gets it across.
Quite gets it done. Boy, he's so low on the time, but this must have been just the biggest jump scare ever. 20 HP. It wasn't far away for Forsaken. Well, Alex, and he needs to breathe.
The sprays just avoided, then G2 go on the push. Forsaken good for 1, but Device fallen. The trades are there. Forsaken keeping it alive on the site, but he can't do much from that corner, and the spray, close as it was to a collat, it won't get it done. To certainly be a favored round for PRX, perhaps the start of the comeback. Shock Dart's good for some damage. A few of these players now lit up.
Ooh, okay, 1 for Leaf, but again, no chance with the trade. Jing gonna heal himself back up, and Leaves just a couple standing. Valen trying to bait them in, but they've put him into a tunnel, and it is a solid round. Forsaken. Nope, not going to be anything. And it's the same again. Okay, nice shot. Someone's been doing their aim training, that's for sure. And even the trade's not looking good. Oh, not like this. This would be the worst way to let a map slip away. In fact, it's even...
What? It's just misclicked.
Is he just fat-fingered it?
He's misclicked it. He meant to drone.
Oh, that's just...
Oh,
it's gone horrifically.
But
Mindfreak just comes out with 3 in a second. This round was looking like it was falling apart, but maybe in the most uncharacteristic way, they might take it anyway. Flank coming in. That's the major danger. And now it's left all onto Jing. It's not been a great round. And now he's under real pressure. The spike is going to take some serious damage. And he's, well, I think he's just got lost in the source. Leaf
had them outclassed, outthought every step of the way. Now we look forward to Lotus, forward to Bind, and think, will they have a chance? Well, we're going to find out after the break. Boots on the ground, but the retake from G2 quite quick. Paranoia is absolutely perfect. Something still gets away with one, and the nade is slowing them down. Nice disruption from PRX to start this off.
Jonah P! He's just taken over! 3 headshots already, that Sheriff in his hand. It's looking like it has aim lock. Looking for a little bit more, but the trade backs are still good. It might be all on Jonah P! A 4th in the round, and finally he's put...
Seems Jonah P's stepped it up a little bit. Look at this! Gorgeous first shot, and then these follow-ups are absolutely clinical. Even grabbing another to make it doable for Leaf in the end. Might have come close, down to 7 HP.
Good
round, but it's not close enough.
It's literally only...
He's doubled up, still has a Prowler to work with. Icy needs to keep control over Heaven. He's under pressure. Something already up close. They know that he's there, and the swing in from Leaf closes this one out. A double on the Stinger to put Unable, and that may stand to them in the next round, but not just here.
Yeah, the problem is, although they've kept the economy relatively honest, you're still going to have 5 rifles. You're still going to have enough to probably invest into the next round anyway. The way that they save a lot of their utility, like what they did there was put the Snakebite on the left, so if he does manage to dodge the C's...
Slow the push from PRX, send them in the other direction, but Jonah P waiting as usual on a sliver of HP, and he triples up Devi, the last man standing. Another unbelievable round from G2. They barely break a sweat.
Being able to re-isolate each one of those jewels, it's just solid positioning. Dodges the initial utility, re-peeks back into the second player, and then
control over tree. They'll find it for free. It's Maine. They've got a fight, and the swing is good with Leaf getting his 3rd of the round.
I understand why. Like, look, well, 4 of the 6 rounds they have on the board are off the back of retakes. Maybe some less so than others in how the rounds were actually played out, but
the trade attempt is there. Down to the shorty, closing the distance. Something playing a crazy game, upgraded to the rifle, downgraded perhaps, and Leaf doubles it up, keeps it doable for their side. And Trent, oh, Mindfreak knows he's up close, but now the info goes both ways. The spray comes close, Mindfreak on the adjustment for the double.
Round, and again, even just the trade out through the smoke was pretty big, because we've seen such high impact rounds from Jonah P. This will get them onto the board. It's just whether or not they can now try to extend things. Luckily, they do save that operator, so that's still going to be in play. Trent's trying to sell the ruse.
Oh, here we
nade
go.
One side. Ah, he's been denied. Well, denied the ult, maybe not denied the kills. Icy still going strong. Sees to the backside. We'll let them know that there's at least was no one there. And the rest of the team just looking to push together. It's all going to be on to 1. And well, Devi.
Downward trajectory in terms of international events. Last time they were at a Champs, Grand Finals, top 2.
Yeah.
Now, they're being challenged in the first round. It's not a good look, but it's a fantastic look for G2. Coming from
their first round. Now an attempt to just walk through. Well, that's going to be revealed. Solid utility. Maybe not the gun for it, or maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I take it back. Somehow Trent's made that work. Well, he's finally put down.
Jing's just about spotted them, and he will manage to at least do damage, making it doable for Mindfreak, who's grabbed the double. But again, the trades keep swinging in the other direction.
So good.
Thanks to players like Jonah P. I don't understand how he does it again and again. Devi now has it all to do. He's got the right gun for the job. Gonna try to brr them out of this one, but it's gonna be difficult. Nice lineup. Good spam, but they're going right back. They're playing the same game. Diffuse already past half, and it's too far gone. The spray might be good for one.
He jumped across and killed him. It's been a solid map for PRX. They're just getting shut down. As I said, last time they played Jing, I think it was 28-14. He's 2-10. Like, he's not been in the game at all. I don't remember saying his name once. Like, it really... Broken record. These retakes have been stellar. Something's trying to get ahead of it. I really don't mind him pushing up, trying to fight more aggressively. They haven't been able to hold, but again, an impactful double from Jonah P. He's left to fight this alone. Oh, it's a bit of a wide swing, but they'll peek it together.
Has to break it. Now they know. Now the flash goes through.
Good
Gorgeous.
flash.
Okay, there's the reaction from PRX and the follow-up from Forsaken and Defy. Now they're hitting their stride.
All right,
it might be a little late in the
time that he's actually been caught, and then also Forsaken. Last couple of rounds really stepping up to the plate. It's a mountain to climb, but luckily there's a second half after the break. He met by Leaf. It's only a pistol player, so not the end of the world, but we'll garner him an extra orb at least. For the rest, yeah, they've dropped a couple of players. This really isn't bad. Where did that come from? Again, Forsaken. Giving them at least a life. There's time for this. Like, they're going to have to move quickly, and they're desperately low. Valen, a safe pair of hands, but not this time.
PRX on the way in, and up he goes, but Jing not landing the shot. The trade is good nonetheless. He causes the chaos. Trent, though, manages the recovery, and Jonah P's there to help out. Forsaken, now the last man standing, misses the jump up top, or maybe he intended to stay below. He almost caught Trent off guard, but the reactions of this guy.
Pop from Jing, even if it's just the surprise factor of it, but again, whether it's Jonah P, whether it's Trent, like, just having these positions to just almost maneuver.
Caught blindsided as he walked back through, but the spams here, absolutely gorgeous. Not just taking down Valen, not just taking down Jonah P. I believe it was there. You see it in the kill feed. Leaf as well. Denying the plant. Looks like they're not going for that this time. Instead, it's Jing running around the nade for Forsaken, and Jing steps right into it. He is farming them up. And on 9 HP, Brave to use this ult through a smoke.
Okay.
And Leaf
1v1
now has a real chance.
Safe pair of hands is something with that operator. Jing, though, like, they're just the fact he's playing. Again, we've seen this earlier in the tournament, just playing through the fragments. And that is filthy. He's now somewhat stuck in the mud, and they're waiting for that rotation to come back in. Shots connecting. Icy found another one, and he goes for even more. And not even needing that showstopper when he's got the pistol in hand.
Trent's behind as well. He was biding his time on B, and there's no way they expect him to be here at this stage. He's recovered a rifle, and it's the freest kill of his life with Jing down and out.
Like, you put your operator on one side, and I thought that was going to be the main problem of the round, but it's mainly just the fact that Icy's able to wrap back in, and then I think he spots, that's it, it's just the shrouded step. He sees just a tiny bit of information.
Towards the water, where he's already heard Mind Freak, TP across, waiting for the steps, and he's turned at the wrong moment, a free kill. Trent now has to do it all. He's pulled out multi-kills so many times in the past, and the first is his, but he's got to swing in and deny that defuse. Not this time. 12-9.
Might look to just push through this. I didn't expect that. Now Icy has managed to put down two. It's not the play you expect to see with the Odin. And now Mind Freak's gone as well. The perfect combo. It's left onto the man who started this comeback. Forsaken, 1v4.
Devastating round. Let's see if he can do it. And no, immediately shut down. G2